Season 2, episode 2.
2?
Take 1.
There's only one take.
Normally there's only one take.
There's only one take.
Normally there's only one
Again,
take.
we just talk here on camera because that's what we want to do.
This is true.
And we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We're doing it. It's our show.
That's right.
You want to come on? You can be a guest.
This is true.
Let us know.
You can be a guest. You want to come on?
For real though?
Yeah.
Guests sound fun. I think we should do it.
We should do guests.
Why not? I'm a great interviewer. I come up with the most random questions.
That's good. We need random questions.
I know, like something that nobody else would ever ask you. It's
good.
like, oh, how's your life going? And I'm like, when you eat cereal, do you put the milk in first or you put the cereal in first? Always, but some people do the milk first.
What's the correct answer?
There's no correct answer.
Bullshit, there's no correct answer.
There's not a correct answer.
There is a correct answer.
No, you live your life, you do whatever you want, but you're kind of...
No, there's a correct answer.
If you have your last little bit of milk, you're going to put it first to make sure your ratios of your cereal is correct.
If you have your last bit of milk?
Yeah, like say if you had a
I'm
little
not
bit...
eating cereal. Because I want cereal. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, a man-sized bowl of cereal probably would require a lot of milk.
I do require a lot of milk.
What's your favorite cereal?
Oh, that's a tough one. Holy shit. A favorite cereal.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's valid.
I really love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That is an appropriate answer.
Yeah.
Because if you would have came out with like Cheerios, I'd been like...
I like Cheerios, but I have to put sugar,
in
on my
them,
Cheerios. Bananas in there, strawberries, whatever.
Oh, you put fruit?
I can.
Only
in Cheerios. Only in Cheerios.
I get weird with fruit in my cereal. I don't know why.
Only in Cheerios.
It like freaks me out.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm like, get out of here, strawberry.
You don't belong in my, fresh fruit doesn't belong in my fully processed meal.
How dare you?
You stay away from my processed food.
I just have to eat it separately. Because a strawberry's so cold, and then like I don't know. It's a weird it's a texture.
Hey man, to each his own. You do you. I like strawberry. I mean, and if the strawberry is tart though, then it's a problem.
I think that's the issue. It has to be
sweet strawberries.
Don't let me leave here without lemons.
Oh yeah.
John has a lemon tree, and
there's probably about 2,000 lemons on that thing right now.
And I have left here 2 times.
You have.
And I have bought lemons at the store.
Well, then you're a dumbass.
2 times.
You just come over. I'm telling you, you just come over here.
And then I'm sitting there
open the back gate. Hey, John, I'm grabbing lemons. And I'll be like, cool, grab lemons, dude.
I'm gonna bring a lemon picking outfit. I'm gonna wear all yellow, and then like.
You mean the girl in the yellow hat?
The girl in the yellow outfit. Yeah. I can go all out. Yeah, just like the guy in the yellow hat, but it's gonna be the girl with the lemon suit.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I'm just gonna come and pick lemons.
You know what we should do?
What?
Intro the show.
I thought we introed the show. I snapped the snap.
And I said, here's Johnny.
Oh, you threw me off, see?
Welcome back to the show. I'm John.
I'm Brittany.
And this is...
Random Rewind. Randomly rewinding stuff from the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
And we talk about cereal.
We do. We do talk about cereal. I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit there at the beginning.
Yeah, but what's your favorite cereal?
What is your favorite cereal?
I want to know.
Or do you even like cereal?
Oh, what? Yeah, I guess there
are people that are...
There's just so many options. I feel like they cover all the bases.
There's a lot of people that I've seen on the socials that are anti processed foods.
Oh well, yeah, that's fine. You do whatever you want.
I get it. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Do you like hot cereals?
Like oatmeal?
Like oatmeal or like malto meal?
Yeah, I like oatmeal. I don't know if I've ever had malto meal.
Yeah, it's like my favorite.
It's like your go-to?
Absolutely. It's like porridge.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 berries.
Yeah. It's what you would consider porridge.
What do you put in your porridge?
Just the malto meal. I usually one serving is 2 cups of water. So instead of 2 cups of water, I'll do 1.5 cups of water and half a cup of half and half.
Okay.
So it's more creamy.
So you put cream.
Yeah.
But not milk. You do have cream.
Well, if I have milk, I'll do milk. If I have oat milk.
I love oat milk. Oat milk's bad for you, I guess.
I don't believe you.
Allegedly.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
But I've been told it's like has such a high number of something. Nah. Why can't I turn silent mode? Oh. But I had the volume turned all the way down.
Yeah, but it's all surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh. And I have my dog's outside, so my cameras are going crazy. Oh yeah. Someone's here. No, it's just the dog.
Just the dog chilling.
It's just the dog. He does circles. He does laps around the backyard. Oh. That's just what he does.
You don't disarm your backyard cameras during the day?
Not when I'm not home.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like when I'm there, it's
Yeah.
But okay, I like this. I like talking about breakfast right now.
Sure.
I'm on a breakfast kick. What, like, are you an egg toast, like?
If I feel like eggs, then I don't eat toast. I mean toast, so I'll eat like toast by itself, like with like jam and butter or something like that.
Yeah, toast is my kid's favorite. Yeah. Like, that's so easy.
That's
like
a go-to. Go-to. That and freezer waffles.
Waffles. Okay.
Yeah, freezer waffles.
Are you a sweet breakfast or a savory breakfast?
Depends on my mood.
It just depends on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm all savory.
No, sometimes I want fucking French toast, and we'll go buy that super thick Texas toast and make French toast out of it. Or pancakes. We make some killer pancakes. Chauncey makes some fucking amazing pancakes. And sometimes we'll make omelets, because I love omelets. So
see, I feel like that counts as savory.
Yeah, that's savory. But it just depends on what everybody's feeling like, right? If I want breakfast burritos, we'll make breakfast burritos.
There's nothing better than a good breakfast burrito.
Oh, I know. Just as long as I have the big tortillas, I'm happy camper. The little tortillas are fine for like on the road. Like when we're headed out to like Mammoth or whatever, Chauncey will make like 10 just cheese and egg breakfast burritos, and she'll put bacon in the kids because I'm not allowed to have bacon anymore. No, exactly. I feel the same way.
You can't have bacon.
I can't have bacon no more, which is bullshit. Anyway, so those are good for on the road because they're just a quick, like I can hold it in my hands while I'm driving.
And it's easy to eat.
You know, but when we're home, I'll make, the big old tray of hash browns and bacon.
And you'll like build them up. Like Chipotle breakfast
and
burrito.
There'll be like fucking hearty, like a true solid breakfast burrito. They're so fucking good.
I'm the weirdo because I'm like, can I get a breakfast burrito with no eggs, please? And everyone looks at me like, what?
Yeah, that's strange.
I don't eat eggs though, but I want sausage or bacon and potatoes and cheese.
You don't like the yolk, or you don't like eggs in general?
I don't like them in general. Like there's not a type of egg where I'm like, yeah, this is okay. I'll eat this. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't like the yolk. I cook eggs all the time. I make eggs for my kids all the time. But
what would you put in a burrito without the eggs? Just fill it with potatoes?
It's pretty much. Okay. You just do all the other stuff. You get your potatoes, you get your cheese, you get your salsa. Sour cream is fun. Put sour cream on your breakfast burrito. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's all right.
Because I actually want my burrito to taste as least breakfasty as possible. Because I like savory. Like I feel like breakfast is so sweet and like such like
sometimes
a sugary time.
Like we'll do we'll do our own version of egg McMuffins.
Yeah.
We'll do those not all the time, but every once in a while we'll do those. So it just depends on what everybody's feeling like. What do you guys feel like today?
What do you want?
Except for school morning. School morning, that's whatever the fuck is fast.
It's cereal or granola bar.
Or toaster waffles, or sometimes Chauncey and I will get up a little bit earlier and she'll make them pancakes. Pancakes are fast.
Yeah.
She'll make them pancakes, so there'll be pancakes or like the tubes of like cinnamon rolls, the ones that you pop.
Oh God, I won't even look at those.
They're so fucking good.
They're so scary.
They're so good.
I eat them all day.
They're so fucking
Popping
good.
that thing?
Oh, stop it.
I hate it. It's so scary. I will not do it.
Stop it.
I will not do it.
Oh,
I will not hang out with canned things that pop. I don't hang out with Jack in the Boxes.
They don't really burst. They just go pop.
It's the not knowing when it's going to pop. It's that like anticipation. Why did I say anticipation? It's the anticipation of the pop.
Making up languages.
Just like, I hate Jack in the Boxes.
I don't like
hate Jack in the Boxes. I like going to Jack in the Box, but I don't like to play with Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
You just, it's going to come, and it never comes when it's supposed to.
Right. I know, it's just random. Yeah, I know, it's just fucking random.
And then it happens, it goes poof, and you're like, shit.
Yeah,
shit.
Fucking pop.
That's the end.
Weasel. Yeah.
That's it. I hate it. I hate Jack in the Box.
So you just hate jump scares.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's why
Even if it's food, she doesn't like to be jump scared by dough.
So that's what I won't open them. I will not. I also was a bartender for 10 years and I never opened my own champagne bottle.
Why? You can absolutely guess what's going to happen.
I don't want to.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fear of like when it flies. I mean,
if
obviously
you put your hand on top and you pull it like this, it just goes pop in your hand.
And I never opened one. You know how many busboys I called over and was like, hey, can you open this champagne bottle, please? Or just told somebody else, anyone around me to open it?
Really?
Yeah.
So next New Year, you're going to come over and you're going to open all the champagne bottles.
Like, you gotta do all of it.
You're going to open all of them.
Oh, you know what? On New Year's this year, we had that sparkling, like, juice.
Yeah.
Horrible. Do
Which
people
one? Which one?
like? Oh, I don't know, like
The Martinellis?
Welch's or something?
Oh, the Welch's one.
Is that bad? Did I get the wrong?
No,
kind?
they're fine because they had them we bought the Welch's ones for the kids from grocery outlet. They had the strawberry ones over there.
Oh, strawberry would be fine.
It tasted like strawberries.
Ours
it was really
just great.
fucking.
It's like it was
great.
Grape, I guess. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid, I just remember it being more like festive. But I'm like, we handed all the kids the juice. We all sip it. And we're like, Happy New Year!
Yeah, they sell the 3-packs at Costco for $7 of the Martinellis apple juice.
That feels like that's the good one, right?
Or that's
like the
because it's just apples and carbonation. That's it.
Have you seen the apple juice that's shaped like an apple?
That's
and
Martinellis.
It's plastic, and then you bite it, and it sounds like you're biting into an apple.
No, I'm talking about the glass ones.
No, I know, but I don't know if it's Martinelli's, but there's a apple juice that you have it, and then you pretend to bite it, or you do bite it, and it goes.
Shut the hell up!
I swear on everything. These kids had it, and I was like blown away. I'm like, what? And they're like, it sounds like an apple. That's it. As far as marketing goes for apple juice.
That's fucking weird, dude.
It's smart.
I
thought it was
weird.
smart. That's smart marketing.
That's weird. I'm not gonna say it's not smart, but it's weird. Yeah, just eat a fucking apple.
Just eat an apple.
Just eat a
but
fucking.
I want juice.
Yeah,
I don't want it to sound like an apple. It was a cool gimmick.
Sure, exactly that. It's a gimmick.
Gimmicks are fun.
Sure, they can be.
What's your favorite gimmick?
That's a fucking tough one too. There's so many gimmicks in the world, dude. What's your favorite gimmick? What's your favorite weird thing in the world? I don't fucking know.
What's your favorite thing that like is
favorite gimmick? Oh geez, I don't even know if I can answer that question.
Scam?
Yeah, first.
What's your favorite scam that you know that's a scam? You know what though? I was talking. We were talking about things that like you couldn't live without, or you don't want to live without, right? So like I feel like we live in this new world where like obviously like technology does a lot of work and stuff like that. So it's like what is the world now that wasn't before that you wouldn't change? And I'll tell you mine, because my number one thing I hate more than anything is going grocery shopping. Okay?
Oh, I don't
because
like grocery shopping. I don't know about hating it, but I don't like it.
You know why? Because you go into the store, you take it off, you put it in your basket, right? That's one transfer. Then you go from the basket to the checkout. That's your second transfer. Then you go from the checkout to the cart, to the car. That transfer. Then you get home from the car inside. It's like so many in between.
You're moving the
points
fucking
of transfer.
food and items so many times, unless you shop at Walmart or at Sam's Club. And then
because you
have the scan and go, which is fucking or the new Amazon Fresh stores.
Oh yeah, I don't have any of those.
Yeah, we don't have those nearby. The closest one's in LA, right?
Yeah, that's too far.
That's too far for us. But if you have one of those nearby, those are really cool because
you get to go in and scan it and leave. Okay,
you're not even scanning it. You're putting it in your cart. It
the
knows.
Amazon you put it in your cart.
Yeah, you put it in your cart. It just knows you put it in your cart. It's fucking weird.
It's weird.
It's great technology. It really is.
Because it like almost scans it as you put it in.
It just knows you're removing it from the item and knows who you are. Yeah.
But getting my groceries delivered to my house.
Oh, that's a godsend. Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember when they started doing like pickup where you would order it online and you go pick it up. Like right when my youngest was born. And I'm like, this is fantastic. Like, why did no one think of this before? And then now they just show up at my door, and that is my luxury in life that I will never give up. I could be like, that's my thing. I feel like everyone has kind of like a thing.
I don't mind the what do you call it? The delivery, but I also like the curbside pickup.
Where you just go and
go up
and
then they bring it out. The only place I don't like curbside pickup is Walmart.
Why? I do it at Walmart all the time.
They'll select items for you sometimes that are not on your thing because
you have to say don't do that.
You do have to say don't do that, but they'll still sometimes do that.
They'll do it.
Or if I will never buy vegetables from there ever again because they'll just grab whatever's on top. They won't go through and find the best of.
Yeah,
and that's frustrating.
And I'm okay with it. I'm down for the gamble.
I'm not.
I am.
I'm not. I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking half rotten tomatoes. I'm good.
They'll refund you instantly, but I'm okay with that challenge. Yeah, I want to see how my shopper did that day. I'm willing to let them have the reins and pick out my apples. The way, and this is what fascinates me about like cults and stuff like that, because the way that a human brain can be manipulated is so. It's not crazy to me because it happens to everybody. Everyone's been brainwashed in some sense. Okay, we're all brainwashed from marketing, just like in the world. Okay, in general, literally the 3 months for an engagement ring, stuff like that. Like that's all a marketing thing. That was a marketing from a company, and then
engagement rings in general.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, no, I do feel that like we're stuck in a world of marketing of everything is shoved down our throats.
Literally, and I just quit a job that was actually a marketing job. And it was so crazy to me because I was never in the world of marketing. Like I do internet, obviously, but it's never been to like.
That's different though.
But it's never been to sell. So then jumping in and doing.
Sell yourself. It's different than selling a product.
That's what I'm saying. Like me doing this is so much just like me hanging out and like I'm not trying to be a like entity. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like when you're in marketing and you're doing it for an ad, you're trying to like push a narrative and then like everybody does it. And it's like the world we live in, but at the same time, it's like this just happened with freaking TikTok. Like all TikTok turned into TikTok shop like overnight.
I didn't realize you could do this. You can go through and you can eliminate words from your timeline.
Okay.
I blocked hashtag TikTok shop and TikTok shop.
There you go.
And
that's smart.
I'm still getting some ads, but holy shit, every other freaking scroll was an ad or something to buy. These Lenovo freaking AirPods.
But then it's honestly getting to the point where it upsets me because I love social media. I have always loved social media. I was, back in the day on like forum. It was forum chats, and then it was freaking MySpace.
I'm still
and then
part
it
of
was
forum chats,
No,
so I
that's
still
what
go
I'm
into
saying.
them.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge and the internet to me, my biggest draw of like what was so cool about it, or the cool thing about social media is like you're literally building communities of like-minded people in the sense of like, hey, I like Pokemon, you like Pokemon. Now we're in this group where we could talk about liking Pokemon, but now I feel like it's to the point of like everything and everybody is like trying to sell you something. Like even your favorite creators is like, there's always something to sell. And I understand doing an ad like or having a sponsorship because this takes a lot of work to do stuff like this.
That's how they get paid, and I get that. The one that kills me the most on TikTok specifically is I love Adam Savage. You know who Adam Savage is from Mythbusters? Uh-huh. He has his own channel on YouTube and he does his own TikToks, right? Okay. So I used to watch his TikToks on TikTok.
Oh no.
And they were great. He did an ad for this water purification company. I see no more of his TikToks. I only see the ad for this water purification company. And that's it. So I'm like, I don't want to see Adam Savage ever again. I'm fucking annoyed.
Well, because it gets to the point, and like that's what I was saying, like actually being in this space and putting myself in an area where it's like, hey, it's not about like view numbers, it's about sales. And it's like, what? Like, and then you're selling this like dream to people, right? Or you're saying like, hey, we'll get you this or we'll get you that or do this do that.
Like the tech bros or the fucking the crypto bros or the get rich quick scheme bros.
Yes. Yeah.
Those guys that are constantly talking, I freaking have 3 days in my day. From 5 a.m. to 12 o'clock is one day. From 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock is another day. And from 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock is a third day. I crammed 3 days. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You're working fucking throughout the entire fucking day, and you're claiming you have 3. It's still the same fucking day. Shut the fuck up.
And it's the point of like, when do we stop like letting it? When do we as the people stop letting the fucking ads control the narrative?
When it becomes a whole group of people, a large mass group of people that agree that say, fuck this, and that's what a boycott is, right?
But how many people aren't already saying that? Are you guys saying that? Like, who's sick of just being fed fucking ads all the time? I'm sick of my favorite creators being like, buy this. I'm sick of seeing this like, oh, it was an ad, or oh, it says, oh, it's that. And it's like, where's the authenticity of like just real people being real people?
No, I don't mind the ads because you have to do what you have to do to survive in this world, and a lot of these guys, that's how they're getting paid,
but like
right?
you said, Adam said it's just all ads now.
But that's TikTok's algorithm only feeding me his
ads now
versus feeding me his videos.
As a company, because that's the thing you got to think too, is like TikTok and Meta and YouTube and Google.
That's how they make their money off of ads.
That's how they make their money because people pay so much money for ads.
And the new YouTube ads are so obnoxious. The unskippable stuff that are 30, 45 seconds now. You can't
skip the 45 seconds.
Some of them are like full-blown commercials.
And then you're like, oh.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the restroom, I guess.
Right. Well, like back in the day when we would have to go to the bathroom during commercial breaks.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. It's like...
But so a lot of those times, like during a cartoon, right? The ads are all driven towards kids.
Oh, yeah.
Every single fucking one of them.
Yep.
Now, if you're not logged in, and you have ad-specific targeting selected for your stuff, you'll get any random fucking ad. So none of it is relevant to you.
Oh, I know, because on YouTube, it was like they were doing like a horror movie promotion, and my kids were freaked out.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
and Liam's like, I can't skip this. I'm like, just
and you can't
I'll just back out of the video then. And that's what he has to do. He'd have to back out of the video.
But then that creator's not like, that's a view
Too
that they're
fucking
not
bad.
going to get.
too bad.
It's just
it's out of our control.
I know it's.
He's not going to sit there and endure a freaking horror flick for 40 seconds because unfortunately he can't skip this ad.
Shouldn't.
You know what I mean?
But he shouldn't. He shouldn't have to.
But ads like that, I feel like the ones that are very specific, those should be required to be skippable.
Yeah.
Because
something that's scary.
who may be watching?
Yeah, children.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always kids. But they also are sitting there, like, getting these ads, too. So it's a thing of, like, they're being, subjected to the same marketing that we are. And it's, like, literally the entire world just becomes this big ad. But it's what's
funny about the kids, and you go ask your daughters this, too, is they will make fun of ads regularly. Because these ads become a meme.
Yeah. They
they'll like start talking shit about ads that like we grew up with because they'll start seeing them rotate through.
Well, because our ads were great. Just kidding.
Yeah, but they turn into fucking memes, and they'll make fun of all the people out there that are making certain ads, who are like the guys doing the home shopping network stuff. Yeah. They'll become fucking memes.
Yeah, they become a meme at that point.
And it's funny as hell.
I like that. I like turning it into a meme, but it's like, I just love...
Yeah, it's enough.
I love the internet so much that I don't...
But it doesn't exist without ads.
It doesn't exist without ads, but I just wish it was, like, not just constant. Like, I feel like when TikTok came out, it was such a breath of fresh air, and it took off so much because everyone's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you have to.
People are being authentic.
Yeah.
And this is what I love. And now they took that and they're like, well, now that everybody's here.
Well, they're trying to
we're going to sell you something.
I think they realized really quick that they can't do what Vine tried to do years ago.
Well, Vine failed.
Vine failed years ago because they threw ads in at the last possible minute and it didn't fucking work. It didn't work. And they should have added that. There should have been a way to scroll through ads. Because remember, everything was 6 seconds. You had 6 seconds to tell a story. It was fucking awesome.
It was great.
It was so good.
What a way to be creative.
It was such a good fucking time. So that's what the new TikTok is. I feel is just Vine on an extended length. And they're like, but we'll throw all the ads in all right now.
Yeah.
It's only been out for a few years and it's already fucking a dumpster fire of ads.
But that's also why they just went to 30-minute videos.
Yeah.
Because now they have to like go on the coattails of like YouTube. And that's what people are saying. Like if I want long form, I go to YouTube. If I want short form, I go to TikTok.
Go to TikTok, right.
And that's just what it has been. But now TikTok's like, wait a second.
We're going to do 30-minute long videos. Well, then I might as well just stick around to YouTube because I like its format better.
That's what I mean. But also like we the people are literally in charge of like what happens because it's what we're spending our money on is what drives it in the first place, right?
That's what kills me though. I'm never buying anything on TikTok Shop. Not fucking once. I've gone on there one time a long time ago. Like that looks really fucking cool. And about checked out, I selected the product and about checked out. I'm like, is it though? So I went online and I researched the product. The product was cheaper elsewhere and it was rated to like a pile of shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. I almost made myself a mistake. It was only like an $8 item, but still almost made an $8 mistake.
I put a shirt in my cart because I was like, this is cute.
Yeah.
Every single video that pops up is about this fucking shirt.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, now I don't want it.
Yeah,
because it's like, now it's like, you threw way
you're
too much
shoving it in my face now.
Like, buy this. And then what gets me too is like, just society as a whole is like, well, you got to show off, right? Or what do they call that? Like keeping up with the Joneses or whatever, where it's like, hey, I have this freaking $100,000 car. I'm in debt for it, but this person over here is gonna think a certain way about me, or I don't know.
Oh, I hate that
theory.
It's
all driven by
ego. Fucking hate that goddamn theory. Oh, you
know
gotta look rich to be rich.
That's what I'm saying.
No, like, fuck, you don't. No, you don't.
If I was rich, I would never look rich. Like you would never know.
I mean, to certain groups, I think you would know because I would still. I mean, I would buy like if I was very well off to the point where I could afford whatever the hell I wanted to. I would buy something nicer. I would have a nicer car. I would have. Well, you know what I mean?
You could to an extent, but I'm saying like I feel like how you were just talking about the guys that were like I work this much a day and this and that. Like you have to. And I did. I read a self-help book, and this book was horrible. By the way,
they're terrible.
Let me
say all trash.
I like some. Mark Manson does okay, but this girl, her name's Jen something. The book's called like How to Be a Badass. Worst book ever. Worst advice. It told me. It said, or in it, it goes, hey, you have a choice between this Honda and this, like, I don't know, fucking Lexus, right? Like, but you know in your mind that you want that Lexus, that's the one you want. So you need to buy the one you want because that's the person you want to become. And I'm like, so you're telling people to go into debt to become this person, this badass, quote unquote.
But there are a lot of people that think that way. Oh, making $1 million in a month is easy. It's easier than making $100,000 in a month, which is easier than making $10,000 in a month, which is easier than making $1,000. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not.
We could say it a million times.
You can say it all the hell you want till you're fucking blue in the face. And of course, at the bottom, it's follow me for financial advice.
I know.
Yeah,
Click here for more.
fuck you. So you can pay for my services.
Wait, but also buy my class where I talk about all these things
That's
that
exactly
I can't
it.
just put out on the internet because I want to make money. I get it. We all want money.
But it's all bullshit. But it's all they're all snake oil salesmen. None of them are fucking factual. None of them are
like those people back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, they will sell you shit.
The elixir.
This will make you young for the rest of your life.
And I'm
because
like,
I fucking said so.
And I'm like, give money.
Exactly. I mean,
take my money.
But that's all it is. They're selling fucking snake oil, which doesn't do jack shit. They're giving you advice that is, and you've listened to a lot of them. If you've ever listened to any of these guys on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, actually listen to them. They're not saying anything.
They don't know.
It's fucking word salad.
It's word salad.
Oh my God. They're just regurgitating crap that makes zero sense.
Sounds delicious, by the way.
Yeah. Word salad. Yeah.
That sounds great. I want to eat word salad. I don't want to hear word salad.
But if you listen to it for not the face value, just for the fact that they have this dramatic music behind it, the guy looks super confident. It's usually some fucking douchebag dude, right?
Blah, blah, blah.
Some dude that's ripped, right?
Look at my car.
Yeah, and then or standing next to a fucking $1 million Bugatti or in this great big fucking which they don't own by the fucking way. Exactly.
It's always
there's a set. There's a which is brilliant. I thought that was awesome. There's these places around us around here where you can rent sets of like a restaurant or like a law office or whatever. You pay by time and you can shoot a film in there, a short film or a video or whatever you want. There's one of the locations here really cllose by in North Hollywood.
Okay.
There's like a floating fuzzy through the air.
Got it.
Yeah. They have one of their sets is the inside of a fucking Lear, of a G5.
What's a G5?
Of a fucking private jet.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So you can pretend that you're a fucking baller on this private jet of people bringing you food and stuff. Exactly.
But you're only paying like $50 an hour or however it is to rent
It's like $80 for the hour. And, you only need the 1 hour.
You only need an hour.
So you have an hour, now you look like you're a fucking baller. And that's all it is. It's a bunch of bullshit.
We need to podcast in this jet plane.
We should.
And we fit.
I know the owner's mother.
Call her up.
She was like, yeah, my son just put together this blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no way. So he looked it up and sure enough, it was his fucking place. Awesome location.
Call his mom. Call his mom. Be like, listen.
Yeah, hey,
we need to be on this jet so we can show everybody what this facade is.
Yeah.
And we'll think we're going somewhere, but we're not.
We're not going anywhere. Yeah,
we'll pretend.
We just shoot a whole podcast on this plane.
We're taking off. Whoa.
Exactly.
Whoa, exclusive.
YouTube Studio, when it was open, they were.
I always wanted to go there. Did you go?
Yeah, one time because we had access.
Oh, so you could just go in whenever
so we can go in and shoot whenever it was available. You put your name on the books and you can shoot it.
Did you have to pay?
No, it's free.
Wow.
It was fucking awesome. So you can shoot at any of their sets. They closed it down after COVID. I think that was their excuse to shut it down because it wasn't doing a whole lot of anything.
Well, it's kind of not when it's free.
It's free.
You know
It's free to content creators that have over 10,000 subscribers.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not us. We can't go.
No. Well, I mean, we could go under T-Blitz.
Oh, we could.
We could go under the blanket of T-Blitz. Except it's closed.
It's closed.
But they also had a plane set, but it was like a passenger plane.
Yeah.
So they had a set, and you can go and shoot there. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
we never shot on it, but yeah.
You could have though.
You could have though. They had a kitchen. They had multiple kitchen sets, and you can do cooking.
Ooh, that'd be fun. We cook.
Cooking, yeah.
Be like,
anyway,
we'll cook some food.
All the different sets out there.
Anyway, everything on the internet is fake, and
I think a lot of the people.
It's all marketing.
And that's what's kind of sad is like a lot of these guys that gloat about their success usually have none.
Yeah.
The guys that usually,
like a facade.
Yeah, or it's a facade. The guys that usually don't gloat, like I follow a lot of car guys, right? They have these collections of cars. They do kind of gloat because they're showing off these fucking cars. But you also see their garage, just like Jay Leno. You see his garage, you know what the fuck he owns.
Like he's got a lot.
Yeah, these guys have these great big homes in like Utah or whatever, which is in certain parts of Utah, it's inexpensive to build, so you can build these great big freaking mansions. Not for me. I'm a Southern Californian, and it's too cold outside right now.
I know. I'm wearing like 18
This is some
layers of
bullshit.
clothes.
I'm ready for summer.
Dude, I'm ready for summer like the day after Christmas.
I was ready for summer the day after Christmas.
I'm like, after Christmas is done, I'm like, oh yeah,
as soon as New Year's hit. As soon as New Year's, I'm like, is it hot yet?
Yeah, after New Year's when it's cold, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Is it hot
Why
yet?
is it
Yeah.
still cold?
Is it hot yet?
I'm ready for spring.
I really am.
Springtime. It's like,
it's
no.
spring, because I know during spring it's nice and mild here, but it's still snowing in the mountains. So when I want to go snowboarding, I can still go snowboarding.
You can go snowboarding.
Exactly.
And you go springboarding, which is even better when the sun's
Fuck
out,
yeah, I got
Uber Day.
T-shirt on.
Yes.
I just got my bib and my T-shirt on and like my park gloves, just the short
and that's
gloves.
all you need.
That's all I need.
And it's all nice and
Fucking
warm.
happy camper.
We love the sunshine.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
The sunshine
the
is
reason
great.
why we live here, man.
Right? It's like,
Yeah.
why do, well, I don't know. I've never lived anywhere else. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been to other
do.
places though.
We've lived in Florida. It wasn't for us. We've lived in Washington. It
Dude,
wasn't
when I
for
went to
us.
Florida though, everyone was so nice.
Everybody's, I mean,
Is that a southern thing where they pretend to be? I'm like, everyone here is so nice. Every person we interacted with was friendly.
Well, that's the thing though. I think if you look for it anywhere you go that you're visiting, you will get the feeling that people here are nice.
Yeah.
If you're looking for it. If you're not
But
looking for it.
I wasn't because I didn't know what to expect. I was thinking there was going to be Florida. What do they call it? Like Florida man? Like Florida men everywhere doing like Florida men shit.
No,
there's gonna be
you gotta go to
crocodiles.
certain parts to fucking experience
Everybody in Florida
go to
was
Tampa for that.
so nice. Like they were so nice and so chill. And I was like, I've been sleeping on Florida.
Yeah.
What about in Ohio? Super nice people in Ohio.
Super nice people in a lot of states.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. The place where we experience a lot of really nice people, when we'd go and visit Washington, tons of nice people when we're visiting.
But
when we moved there, there's something called the Seattle Freeze.
Okay.
Kind of like people in New York where they're kind of like, just don't look at me. I'm headed somewhere. Don't bother me on the street. It's similar, very similar to that. Like they don't need that interaction.
Is that every big city?
I think that's every big city.
You know what I mean? Or everyone's like,
I really do.
I got something.
I've got something to do. I don't need to be bothered by you.
Or it's the thing if there's so many people, I can't say hi to every single person, right? Like what are you supposed to do? Like say hello to every person you pass on the street, all 300 of them?
No, I'm not saying hi, but I'm like if you're looking for like, hey, do you know how to get to? And they'll just brush you off.
If you speak to them and then they just
Correct.
keep
I'm not
going.
expecting them to say hi to me. I'm not expecting anybody to say hi to me. Hi.
Every time I pass someone on the street, I say hi. I wave. I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
And then it's funny too because then they'll do this awkward like,
hi.
I wasn't gonna say anything. You always gotta be the first one to initiate it.
Did I know her?
Dude, but it's funny because like I guess I'm like a friendly personality because sometimes I'll like talk to someone and my friend will be like, do you know who they are? It'd be like a waitress or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, do you know them? I'm like, no, I just met them right now.
Yeah.
Like I just said hi.
Yeah. I'll talk to people just randomly.
I just
all the
will
time.
talk.
Yeah, somebody's got something. Somebody was loading like a pallet full of fucking Modelos yesterday into their truck.
Ooh.
I'm all, that looks like a fucking good time.
Okay, well, did you get their number?
I'm all, that looks like a good time. And they're like, huh? Oh, yeah. I'm like, okay.
It's not. I worked for a restaurant.
Yeah,
ran
it's
out.
probably what it was, but it looked like a good time.
Right? Somebody's like, you're buying a pallet of beer.
Somebody's buying like literally like 30 or 40 boxes of fucking...
it's got to be for a party.
The 24 packs of beer. Yeah, it's got to be for a party.
Or a restaurant or something.
I wouldn't think a restaurant wouldn't be buying from there.
No, if they ran out, they might go get a 6-pack or something like that. But
right, but they're
not
shopping for the day, maybe for a party, like they're having an event.
Yeah.
And they need a beer for that event.
Lots of Modelos, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a great time.
Sure.
Did you ask them where it was?
No.
Can we just show up?
No.
Who are you guys? We're just random people who have a podcast.
Exactly.
You've never seen us before? We're on the internet. You see?
We're on the internet.
We're influencers.
We're influencing something.
I'll influence you to not click on every ad you see.
That's a good idea. Don't click on the ads. Don't click on the ads. Because once you click on one ad, you're going to get all the ads.
Also, it costs money for the company when you click on the ad and you don't
I know.
buy. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
It's a click-through.
So much of these this ad shit that I'm learning
It's
about.
a click-through. Google ads. So
like
years ago we did Google ads, and then I did Google ads for some of my clients when we had 501st Media. Clients would come in and they're like, okay, we need, because we had a print shop, manufacturing shop. We'd print clothes, we'd sew clothes, whatever. They're like, well, we also need blah blah blah. Like, oh, okay, so maybe you need a website, maybe you need some print material. So we would do everything.
That was loud. Sorry.
Car just drove by.
Motorcycle.
Yeah. So we do everything for them. We do like a full marketing
it's weird
package.
That they come in but you'd offer that.
Well, yeah, because hey, do you know anybody that does websites? And I'm like, yeah, actually, one of our in-house guys.
We'll do it for you.
We'll do it for you. we charge this and we push it off to him.
Yeah.
We didn't tell them that, obviously, but he had this clothing company, and originally we were printing his clothes. He's like, hey, do you mind if I use the manual press, because you just have to manually run it, and I just pay you for the time that I'm here and for the screens and stuff. And he was a good friend at the time, and he still is a good friend now. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, we never use the thing.
Yeah, so
it was like
it's
for samples. That's
if
what
you
we would
trust
run it
them,
with.
do it, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. So he was our in-house guy, but his job, that was his side gig. He did these t-shirts. He still has the company. It's called Apocalypti.
Apocalypti.
Yeah, but he was also a web designer, web developer.
Okay.
So he would build us websites from time to time. So it's kind of
so you
nice.
come and be like, hey, I got a website.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, how much for this? He's like, this much. And I go back to the client. Okay, it's going to be, and then I would mark it up by double. This, I could. Yes, I could.
She's like, yeah, I can.
Yeah, because I could.
And they would do it?
But most of the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they don't want to go hunting. If they can get the whole package in one location, they're getting their shirts and their hats and their pins and their everything else that they want for a swag for their store.
Yeah.
And then now they can get their website and their business cards and their collateral and everything
all
there.
In one package.
They're like, can you do signage for the building? Yeah, fuck yeah, we can do signage for the building. Call my sign guy. Hey, how much for this fucking sign? Here's your price.
Wait, let me call my sign guy really quick.
Nope.
What you need?
I'd never say, let me call my, nope. I'd just be like, yeah, let me get you a quote. I'll put a quote together for you tomorrow.
You're saying this is your quote, or like
it's my quote?
Just a...
Yeah, we're subbing it out, but they don't know.
But they don't know that.
They don't need to know.
That you're, what's that called?
Subcontracting it? No.
Yeah, but isn't there a different word for it?
No, I don't know. Probably. Probably. I can't think of one right now.
Like, I don't know what I'm trying to... Outsourcing it.
Yeah, we would outsource it to other
thinking
companies. But as long as the product ended up being good, they don't need to know that.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Were they happy customers?
Always. There were some angry customers.
Okay, little salesperson.
Always. No, there were some angry customers from time to time for stuff that didn't get delivered on time.
Okay. Well, I would be mad about that too.
Yeah, exactly. So when somebody has a deadline, hey, I need this in 2 weeks, everything's got a fucking deadline, so everything's got to run through.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, our outsourcing would drag, so we would have to say, okay, it's going to be 3 weeks for this. Well, it has to be 2 weeks. We're like, oh, it's going to be an extra blah, blah, blah to be 2 weeks. But,
Got it. So sometimes people aren't happy.
Sometimes. There's always people you're never going to please everybody.
No, and don't try. Don't try. I'm sorry. I've lived half of my life as a people pleaser. Actually, most of my life as a people pleaser. Guess what it got me? Nothing.
Jack shit.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You sit there and you're like, I won't be a problem. I'm going to be fine. Now I'm like, I'm going to be the loudest fucking problem you can have.
I'm going to be all of the problem.
I'll be the whole problem. I got
problem.
lots of time to make up for. It's like, but honestly, like this is the kind of stuff that I would tell my children, in the sense of like, you learn from living life, right? And I have learned in my life of thinking that I needed to stay quiet or people please or whatever, that what it got me was absolutely nowhere. It got me nothing.
To a certain degree, right? So in some sense, you want not necessarily please people, but you want to be accessible to people. And if anything, it makes me feel good. So I give a fuck about them sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, well, I'm not saying like doing stuff, or like, I'm saying like somebody says like, when it just keeps piling on, right? It's like, hey,
that's called taking advantage.
You're going to do this. And then it's like, but can you also do this? And then can you do this? And can you do this? And can you do this? And when you don't do this, you're the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's never, all the stuff that's happened before is moot.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
no.
That last item.
And then
it's that last item that made you the asshole.
Exactly. It's the thing, too, of like, say you're the quiet one in class, and then that one time you have an opinion and you say something and you get detention or whatever it is, and it's like, yeah, it's scary, or it's that fear, right? To me, I can only speak for myself. Like, I always had this underlining fear of something.
It's the fact that we weren't really taught. There are there's exceptions to the rule, obviously, but we weren't really taught to advocate for ourselves growing up.
Absolutely not.
Now it's a little bit different. Now it's like junior high is the time to learn to advocate for yourself, right? So that's what they try to push through. Advocate for yourself. And I feel like Ethan's just got to the point where he's finally, and he's in 12th grade.
Yeah.
He's finally to the point where he's comfortable really advocating for himself.
He should.
Well, he will speak up and he will ask questions. I'm like, he's like, well, such and such is happening in class, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I'll send an email out to your teacher to ask them this question, clarifying questions. I'm like, maybe you should ask the fucking question. And if you don't get the answer you don't want, then maybe
we'll go from there.
Then we'll go from there. We're not like ripping on teachers or tearing teachers down. We're just trying to get clarifying information from teachers. Why is X, Y, Z happening?
But it's also showing him, like, if you want an answer, you go and find it.
Go and
You
find
know what
it.
I mean?
Go get
Like
the answer.
you figure it out.
Yeah, because
you do that, and then that's also how you advocate for yourself. Because if you sit around and wait, if someone came up to me and said, "Oh, I'm gonna turn you into this," and you're like, "Oh, cool," like, or it's my dream job or whatever, and it's like, okay, but you have to show up, and then you're like, okay, but you don't show up. It's like, you know, not to mention it probably was all a fake dream anyway, because anytime anyone offers you exactly what you want, there's more to it.
Yeah.
That's that whole like brainwash brain thing. Like when it's too good to be true.
Usually it is. Usually is. Yeah. And that goes with ads too.
100%.
Speaking of fucking too good to be true,
mad.
I'll see these ads on fucking TikTok Shop that are like, you know, you can get this fucking brand name camera for $87. No, you can't. No, you can't. The camera's $1,500. What makes you think you're gonna get something in the mail at all for 80? I think that nothing will show up. I think they'll shut down the shop. Fuck no. You're never gonna get a brand name. Fuck, here's a PlayStation for $200. No, you're not.
But is it gonna be like a fake PlayStation with like the knockoff sticker on it? It could be,
but I think that they're gonna send you nothing.
That you will just get nothing, and
I think they're gonna gather some money and shut down that TikTok Shop, because I think a lot of those things are scams. I really do feel
most of them are scammy.
I think the ones that are too good to, like we just mentioned, too good to be true. No, you cannot get an iPad for $99 unless it's fucking used and 10 years old. Yeah, you're not getting one.
No, I tried.
If you, my mom's friend, he saw this ad. This was on Facebook, right? Saw this ad. This was years ago, like five years ago, maybe 4 years ago. He saw this ad for a 75-inch TV.
Okay.
I'm like, cool. How much is it? He's like, it was only $179. I'm all, no, it's not. I'm all, no, it's not. So he's like, well, I already bought it. I'm like, well.
Dude, the box cost $179.
I mean, you can get TVs for cheap, but not a 75-inch television. Even today, you can.
Did anything show up?
Nothing showed up. He had to file a claim against his fucking credit card because they already charged him and the store's gone. And that's how they get you, because the credit cards they're happy to take give people the money, and they're happy to say, oh yeah, we'll just write it off, because it's cheaper for them to write it off than it is to go after the people.
Wow. So then they'll open the store, sell nothing.
They'll sell nothing for a month. Take a bunch of money for a month and just shut down the store and open another one somewhere else.
Why are we not getting in on this?
I'm just kidding. Because we have fucking morals.
I know, I could never. If I was gonna do that much work, I would never put in that much work to screw other people over. It's just
really, it's hard for me to fathom the thought process behind, you know what, we can make a shitload of money just by burning a bunch of people, and it's going to hurt nobody. But there are some people that will not claim against their credit card, and they'll end up paying for it. Yeah. They think they'll have to, because they think they're the good citizen that has to do it. No, you don't. The credit card companies don't care about you. They literally, all they care about is your fucking monthly payment.
I don't even have a credit card.
But that's all they care about, is they want you to fucking pay monthly on something. Apple has the best credit card on this planet.
Oh, do they?
And fucking Goldman Sachs absolutely hates them for it, because they're the bank behind Apple.
Okay.
And they realize that they're not making any money. I'll show you. I know exactly what I owe. Okay. So say like my minimum payment is this, right? So I can go, oh, I want to pay off the whole car. All I got to do is this.
And you can just move it up to the whole amount.
Pay now, and it pays it off. And
it's true though.
And I do it every month. It makes it so intuitive.
It's the way to do it, because like my car payment, if I pay online the amount more than my car payment, they will not put it to the principal of the car payment. I have to physically send in
a separate amount,
a separate check for that to go against the principal amount. Yeah. Why don't they tell you this shit? Like
So some banks will and some banks won't. It depends on the fucking bank. This is Toyota Financial, right?
Yeah, that's the
Toyota Financial will not do that.
How sneaky is that though? That's fucked up. And another thing that happened
they'll just send you a refund.
This is why I don't have a credit card. I had one credit card I got when I was like 18. It was Best Buy. Yeah. Okay? I paid that minimum payment every single time, and then I paid it off, and then I missed a payment somewhere, and I'm like, where did I miss a payment? I did not. In really small print, it said, if you pay the minimum payment every time, there will be one more payment due at the end, which that doesn't even make fucking sense, right? If I paid off the amount, and then it said, because you paid minimum payments the whole time, I'm 19, get the fuck off my back, I'm paying minimum payment, okay? But at least I'm paying it, okay? Then I missed the one extra one. And then so now, and my mom was pissed because she co-signed for me. Yeah. And she has really good credit.
So it hit her credit.
So she was pissed. It's still on there. And so I'm like, what the heck? They're like, yeah, right here it says in really small print, if you pay the minimum amount every month, there will be one extra payment. Like, that's just shady as fuck. That doesn't even seem legit. Like, money is such a game to me that I don't understand.
Well, banks are they're there literally to fuck you over. They're no bank, no credit card. Oh, we're gonna give you 6% back on fucking using.
That's what they always say.
Well, they will, but you're getting charged 21%. So who gives a shit?
Right. So what would it matter?
Yeah, exactly. And guess who's paying for that 6%?
Who? Me, probably.
The retailer.
Oh my god.
So like when we were accepting credit cards for all the shops that we had, right? MasterCard was not MasterCard. Sorry, American Express was the worst.
I heard
you pay the most out of it. They're like, oh, I get more points for using this card. I'm like, God damn it! Every single time I'm like, God damn it.
No, for sure. But
Fine.
my jobs,
I'm like, I'll get 4%. You get your 4% back. I eat the 4%.
You eat that 4%. I worked at places that didn't take American Express. They said we
originally didn't take American Express, except American Express put us on this program where we were getting orders online.
Oh, so it was like...
So it was kind of beneficial to take it, so that 4%
back in the day
so
when
bad.
Like we were just starting to online order, and now everybody online orders. Like,
exactly.
do you buy something that's not online nowadays? Because I feel like that's
so
more
much
rare.
easier.
Like,
unfortunately, it's so easy to buy shit online.
it's so easy.
The only downfall on online ordering is we do a lot of our purchases from Amazon, right? We've been getting more and more garbage, not physical garbage, but the product.
Like what?
But the products are trash.
Oh,
they're
you can't trust anything.
Yeah. All the ratings you have to ignore almost, unless there's thousands.
You go to the ones. If there's thousands, then you go straight to the ones.
Thousands, yeah. Go down and see what the ratings are. But if you order something and you're like, oh, this is going to be a decent product because the ratings are good, and you end up getting it, I'm like, how the fuck are people rating this good? It is literal trash. We've probably sent back 50% of what we bought
what you order,
in the last fucking 3-4 months.
Because it's just
just shit.
And it's like, we don't need it.
I'm not going to hold on to your shit. Or one of my neighbors over here, great freaking people, but they feel that they bought it, they own it. Yeah. They won't return it.
Oh.
I'm like, well, that's on you.
I will return all that. I don't want to.
I do.
Will.
Hell yeah, I want to return it. I'm not holding on to garbage that I have to fucking pay for. Because it's useless. It's trash. Useless.
But
right?
It's true though, and I feel like just how... And then that's the thing of when you're doing the research, if you even do the research, because a lot of people
just click and go.
Click and go. Yeah. I am weird about it. I will read reviews and for years. I will not buy something. It
depends on what it is. Specifically electronics and cars. I do a butt ton.
Oh yeah.
More research than is necessary.
No, I've had shit cars and I'm like, I fucked this up.
Yeah. No, I'll make sure we do.
Don't buy a Kia.
Well, it depends on the Kia now.
Back in the day, I guess.
Don't
buy a 2012 Kia because they catch on fire and shit. I had to jump the car every time I started it. Ugh. Every single time. And they were like, I don't know, there's an aftermarket alarm on here. I said, no, there's not. I didn't put an aftermarket alarm on here. Kia was nuts.
Huh.
Yeah, so I sway away from them. But they only might be great now. But I
don't know about great, but they're better.
I wouldn't do it now until I have and when I bought the car I have now, I went to the dealership 3 times because I had to make sure that's exactly what I wanted, the color I wanted, how it worked. We literally almost got in a fight with one of the salespeople because he wanted to start signing stuff. You know how they do. Yeah. They push hey. And I was like, dude, back off. No, dude, back off. No, get away from me. And Troy got so heated, I thought there was going to be a fight at Toyota. Then the guy and all he did, this guy only came into the picture because I needed to test drive another car because I thought I was going to get one and then I ended up getting another one. But the guy I was working with, he said, do not buy it until you drive it. He goes, I don't want you to pay for it or buy something that you didn't drive yourself because if the fucking air conditioner's broken or this or that or blah, 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 drive it. So this guy, all he was doing was being the ride-along person. So then we go on our test drive, and then now we're doing numbers. He's like, how much you want to pay a month? I said, dude, I was working with a higher-up dude, and me and him had a relationship going in the sense of, I worked for a music venue, and I had lots of free tickets. Sure. So I was giving him, stacks of tickets. And then he was using them for his, whatever. We had, a...
Mutual agreement.
A mutual agreement.
Sure.
So I was like, dude... I'm not working with you. I'm sorry, but I've already been working. I said, this is my 3rd day here. It's not, I just can't come in here and just be like, that one. Yeah. This is day 3 for me, and I'm still not sold on what I want. So it's you need to step back. It's okay. By the way, people in sales will push and push and push and push, and push, and they're trained to do that. No matter what you say. Do you ever go somewhere or you ever like look at a house with a realtor or something, and then you're like, well, I don't like this grass, and then they immediately have something to say after. It's like,
well, you have to have something to say after.
But I don't know. To me though, like I don't want your like rehearsed answer.
They're not rehearsed. So specifically for real estate.
But there's at least one that I dealt with in Washington that like anything that I said, she counteracted it, which is what they do, which is what you're taught, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it drives me nuts. Like, let me just say my thing, or that even with the car salesman, I'm like, I want a push button. It's like, well, you could just use the key. It's like, don't tell me what I want. I already know what I want.
Right, that's different. That's different. That's the point of like. That's not changeable. You know what I mean? Like I have it is, but it's not. It would cost you, several $100s to go to a shop and have that push button installed and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's aftermarket, so if something goes wrong, it voids any warranty.
If you don't want that, right? You want the step down. You want the key. And they're like, well, this one, this, and you're like, just let me.
Sure.
Let me have my own opinion.
I guess so, yeah. Some people have their personal opinions on things that they want. Like a lot of people are, I want a manual transmission, but don't be stupid. Fucking automatics are so much faster than manuals any day of the fucking week.
My first car was a manual.
Yeah, my first two cars were fucking manual, and I fucking can't find one for the life of me to get the kids to practice on one.
To learn.
Yeah.
They need to learn. But also,
just in case.
Well, because that's how my mom told me, she goes, I got in a situation once where I had to drive a stick shift car because I was the only person of the right mindset to be driving this car.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. She said, I will not let you live your life in a situation where this could happen. And so it was like, you need to learn. And I learned. But I feel like I get it, especially my mom's day, because there was a lot of stick shift cars back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Now,
everything's automatic.
To my kids, is that going to be a thing? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to be like, hey, you have to learn how to drive a stick shift because
you don't have to.
You could be in this situation.
But I think it's a good idea. So the only time I think you'll ever have to drive a stick shift is if you're going to be renting a car out of country.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so that's going to be the only time that you may have to drive a manual transmission.
Is there are manuals big like in other places?
In other countries, yeah, because they're cheap.
And they're the same. It's the same thing though. The push shift.
It's the same shit. Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
It's the same in other countries.
Concept, exactly the same.
It's not like different letters.
No, not different letters. Yeah, the only cars that are different are going to be like VWs and Porsches.
Put it in G. Like what?
Yeah, no.
Where's G?
First do whatever,
G for go.
G for go. Why does it say G? Why isn't it G?
Wait, I don't get it. Yeah. D's for drive. G's for go. Can you drive a stick shift car?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really fucking well.
But can you?
Can they? I don't know. It depends on how old they are.
I feel like
some of the youngers are probably not going to be able to. I even know adults that can barely drive a fucking manual transmission.
Oh, I'm sure there's people who can't because you have to. I had to go out and find one and then learn. And then I thought I wanted to be a race car driver, so that's why my first car was a manual because I wanted to be a race car driver. I even worked at a race car track. Yeah. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
It's expensive.
Yeah, racing is expensive, man. That's an expensive hobby, dude. Even if you're not rich, all of your extra money goes into that fucking car.
And then guess what? You mess something
up.
Plus
track days. Track days are expensive.
Yep.
I mean, it's not cheap to fucking throw your car on a track unless you're doing just quarter mile stuff. That stuff is pretty inexpensive. But if you're running like Willow Springs or something where you're running an actual track, you're going to be paying through the fucking nose overtime.
That's where I worked.
Willow Springs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met Christian Bale there.
Did you?
Yeah, he's on a motorcycle. He was like, I'm going to get my knee to touch the ground. I was like, is that Christian Bale? It was right after he yelled at that guy. Literally 2 days after that. And I was like, oh, it's Christian Bale.
That's funny.
I did take a picture with him. He didn't want to. But my boss was like, hey, can you take a picture with her? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Somewhere in the world, there's a picture of me and Christian Bale somewhere.
That's funny.
I don't know where it is. I don't have any proof. You just take it and believe me.
I'll take it for your word.
I swear.
I'll take your word for it.
I swear it happened.
I believe you.
What was your dream?
They believe you.
What was your dream job when you were a kid?
I don't know if I had one.
You didn't have I
had like.
Because I feel like me being a race car driver was like a.
When we lived here growing up,
I
had fucking zero ambition to do anything.
You don't want to do nothing.
You know, the only thing I did want to do is me and a friend of mine tried to open up an accessory shop for cars
Okay.
to build cars up.
Yeah.
But then we started doing all the research and realized how much money we needed to open said shop.
And they were like, no.
We didn't have that extra $250,000
Well,
even back then.
That's not a fun dream. You didn't want to be like a fucking astronaut or like what's another crazy like.
No, I don't want to be a firefighter or a cop or a fucking president or.
Oh yeah, the president.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I had zero motivation. I had zero ambition until I went to fucking school. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. I can program games because that's what I really wanted to do. Not realizing that wasn't the school for it.
But that I guess that's kind of like a thing too. Like, oh, I want to create video games. Like that would be more, I'd say, like dream job.
But I didn't realize that until I started going to college.
Yeah, and then
like I had no
that.
idea, and to this very day, I don't know what I really want to do with my life.
I want to do this.
I'd love to do this.
I just want to do this.
Yeah, I think I've told this to like numerous people. Like, what is your dream job? I'm all, honestly, if I could fucking sit down at a desk and shoot the shit with my co-host for the rest of my fucking life,
let's do it.
I'd be fucking
I'm
game.
down.
I'm all for that.
We'll get a producer at one point.
Some point. Well, I mean, freaking Jennifer's back there.
It's Jonathan. I know she's female.
Jonathan. We have two Jonathans here.
Jonathan. That's what we always say when we pretend to be rich.
Yeah, we pretend to be rich.
Sometimes we'll talk rich, and then we have this imaginary butler named Jonathan. So we'll be like, Jonathan.
I'll walk around with a towel.
Could you fetch it for me, please? Like that's what we call our fake butler.
You mean yourself?
Yeah, me, Jonathan.
You mean you?
Catch this for me. Like, okay.
Yeah,
it's my alter ego.
Your alter ego. She's got fucking bipolar.
I just realized is your full name Jonathan?
It is.
Oh my god. I didn't never put two and two together. Yeah. That's always been my
go-to freaking butler name.
The butler name. Yeah. Jonathan, fetch me this.
I know we were all over the place with this.
We were all over the place.
Literally, and some of it's gonna get cut out because some of it is just inappropriate for this channel. But
no, it's not. Leave it in.
Leave it all in.
Leave it all in.
Leave it all in.
It's all
it's gonna
here.
be a long,
all raw.
fucking 2-hour long episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, if you can do all the wonderful little things down below, the likes and the subscribes and the follows and everything else. And also don't forget to
backhand the notification bell.
Just like Dad used to do. And until the next one, see ya.
Bye. Imagination.
I'm imagining standing up and turning off this camera.
Imagination. That's not imagining it. That's real life. That's a real life thing.
See ya.